Good morning. You're watching the Friday edition of Tennessee Valley this morning. Dan Howell with Ginger Gobble, and we're so glad you joined us today. And TGIF.
Yes.
It's going to be a beautiful day, and this lady sitting just to your left is happy about that because Sharon Marr is the executive director of Main Street Cleveland, and you've got some big events, Sharon, kicking off tonight and then tomorrow as well.
Yes.
So let's start with the most immediate. That would be tonight's events, which is an annual event. Talk about what's going on.
It is. Well, good morning, and thank you for having me this morning. And we are so thankful for this lovely weather.
Oh,
this
yes.
is my 7th Christmas season. This is by far the best weather that we've had for these holiday events. You know, to be in the 60s today and tomorrow is pretty incredible, so we're very excited.
I remember last year hosting with my friend Rebecca Maples, hosting the televising of the parade, and freezing to death, literally. I had to put on 2 pair of socks and get a blanket. Somebody loaned me a blanket, wrapped it around my legs to keep my feet from freezing. It has been cold usually on this weekend, but this time, as you say, we're blessed with some good weather.
Yes,
so the crowds ought to be good.
I hope they should be. It's a wonderful night to come out and enjoy both of these events. Great long-term traditions downtown, so you don't want to miss them.
Yeah.
But starting tonight, as you mentioned, we have the tree lighting at 6 o'clock there right outside your office, Dan, at the courthouse annex at the old post office, the big tree on the corner. That was actually planted 42 years ago by Mr. Robert Easterly, who passed away a year or so ago.
I didn't know that.
He was postmaster at the time and planted it under the Lady Bird Johnson program.
Yes.
So that tree's been standing a long time and serves us well for Christmas.
It certainly does. And I saw the city crew was out just the other day putting the lights on, but they've not been turned on yet.
They're not on. That takes some special help. And we have tonight at 6 o'clock, Mayor Tom Rowland and County Mayor Gary Davis will be there to do holiday greetings and help light the tree. And sometimes they can't quite get it done, so we have a special guest to come and help.
I was fixing to say Tom Rowland and Gary Davis lighting the tree.
I'm surprised they get anything done.
They have to have some help, so we will see if we can get them some special help.
They need special help.
But Santa and Mrs. Claus are also our guests tonight, and we have free carriage rides until 8 o'clock, and then also the children can visit with Santa and Mrs. Claus in the bandstand until 8 o'clock as well.
Oh, that is great. Now, the bandstand will be around front in the gazebo, is that right?
Yes,
or
yes, at the front of the courthouse.
Front of the courthouse.
So, and then we kick off Carols in the City also at 6 o'clock, and First Baptist Church Choir will be on the post office steps to sing us some songs and start the entertainment.
Okay.
And it's such a charming event. This is a special and just a unique holiday tradition that I don't know that many other people do the way that we do it.
Yeah, it is unique.
So it's reverse caroling then. Once the crowd listens to First Baptist Church, and there are 80 plus people in the choir, it'll be awesome. They will walk in reverse caroling fashion to the downtown churches. So we'll go to Broad Street, then St. Luke's, First Cumberland, over to First Cumberland Presbyterian, and back to the courthouse, the front of the courthouse, for a finale by the Tennessee Christian Academy Children's Choir, Children's Ensemble.
Fantastic.
So
now, will there be a program to let the people know the order of where they need to go next?
We have bell ringers who walk along in front and ring bells as we walk from church to church. But the crowd walks together, so everybody goes and listens to the performances, and you go together. So there's no worries about where to go next.
That's neat, and it's free.
All free, yes.
It's all free. Main Street does such a great job of bringing people downtown. Of course, it starts with the block party back in October. All year long, you guys have got something going on, and it's a great asset to our community.
Yes, well, we love having downtown events and bringing people back downtown where our roots began. So it's wonderful to have these events.
It certainly is. So the first choir, let's go back through that schedule one more time. The first choir starts what?
6 o'clock with First Baptist Church at the steps of the old post office on Broad Street. And then the crowd will walk to Broad Street Church, St. Luke's, First Cumberland, then over to First Cumberland Presbyterian, and then back to the courthouse for the finale.
Okay, so it's going to be a good evening, and not that long, I don't suppose.
It's probably an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half, that's not bad, and that includes the tree lighting?
Tree lighting, and yes, everything from 6, and it's usually concluded around 7:30.
Okay.
And then you can ride carriages and visit with Santa, though, until 8, so there's plenty of time to get everything done.
Oh, wow, and where do you find the carriages at? Will they be right there on the square?
They load right there near the bandstand. Everything happens right at the courthouse.
Oh, wow. And it's the happening place. And what Main Street has taken the lead in in redoing the plaza in front of the courthouse, and that's a great venue. You know, you love going down there, don't you, when they have the Apple Festival and the other festivals that we have, and it's just a great place to be.
It has worked out so well for events because used to for the block party and these events, we had to set a stage out in the street.
Yeah.
So that meant longer street closings, more expense, a lot of things. So by being able to use that platform there at the courthouse and have your event power in place and ready to go, it's made a huge difference, made it a lot easier.
It really is a great venue. Not many cities have that type of thing on the courthouse square. So that takes care of what's happening tonight. And then you said Santa is going to show up
He's
tonight.
going to be there, yes.
And then tomorrow, I think he's going to show up again. That's the annual big parade through downtown. This is got to be one of the biggest parades in the entire region.
Probably is. It's probably one of the biggest and probably the longest too. It's about 3 miles, the route. Starts at Bradley, leaves Bradley High School at 6 o'clock and travels east on 3rd Street over to Ocoee, up to the monument, or turns at the monument, down Broad Street, back to Inman Street, and then to Keith and back to Bradley. So lots of great viewing all along the route, plenty of places.
3 miles.
Yes, so there's a lot of people who walk that, a lot of pets who walk, so it's a get your exercise that night.
I remember, I've been in that parade before on various floats and things, but I remember, I think the last year I was in it, as it was coming back, it comes down Inman Street, turns left on Ocoee, goes around the monument, and then comes back down Broad Street, and then back down Inman. And as it was getting back on Inman, the tail end of the parade was just getting on Broad Street or Ocoee.
Yes.
And it's a long parade.
The last 2 years, actually, there has been a moment in time where the front of the parade is coming back in Bradley as the end is leaving. So actually, it's a complete loop of that route.
Oh, my goodness.
I think it'd be awesome to have an aerial photo at that moment.
It
but
would be.
Oh, yeah.
But it completely loops that route. This year, we have about 170 things moving in the parade. And most of those are floats, a lot of incredible floats. You know, it's just amazing. We set up at Bradley starting at, the gates open at 12:30. And so the floats all start arriving between 12:30 and 4:30. And a lot of these folks will roll in there with a flatbed trailer and some boxes and pull out of there with an amazing creation. It's just unreal what they can do in that amount of time to get those floats looking so beautiful.
And they light them up, and there's snow on them, and they've got choirs on them and all kinds of music, and they do they share candy? A lot of them do share candy with the crowd.
They can walk along. A lot do walk along and hand candy out. Marr's has a lot of people planned and ready to come and hand that candy out. But we don't. Throwing is not allowed for safety reasons.
It's dangerous.
But handing it out
Hit
is
somebody in the
a lot
eye,
of
and
people
that'd be
do.
bad. Oops. Just got hit by an M&M. Don't want that to happen. Well, then of course, Santa is going to bring up the rear, as they say. He's always the high point of the parade.
Yes, he'll be in a carriage, a horse-drawn carriage at the end of the parade. He and Mrs. Claus, and they're all ready to go.
This has got to be one of the biggest parades that you put together. 170 entries?
It is one of the larger ones. We've been averaging somewhere in this range this is my 7th one, and we've been averaging close to that most of the years. And but it is amazing, and we just appreciate so much the people who come out. We do pre-parade meetings for safety purposes and a lot of things, and I always tell the people in the parade, it's their show. We are logistics behind the scene, but they put the show on, and it's incredible what they do.
Oh, it is. And of the variety, talk about the variety that's in the parade, the floats.
We have, so many, like 70, like I said, 70 floats. We have, some are pulled by horses, some are pulled just by vehicles. We have some people bring in their special commercial, like Chick-fil-A mobile and special cars. The Shriners will be there with their go-karts and some of the things that they do with the Shriners. It's just incredible that the variety. We have Clydesdale horses this year.
Oh, really?
Clydesdales in it.
Oh, they are beautiful animals.
Yes. So there's lots of beautiful things, and Chief Dewey Woody is our parade chairperson, and his wife Melissa are co-chairs, and we appreciate so much what they do for the event. Dewey has been out there I think this is his 14th year to help line that parade up and get those things in order. And there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes in a parade. It's huge.
I've been in the parking lot there at Bradley Central, and what a great staging area that is.
Yes.
And kudos and thanks to Bradley Central for allowing Main Street to do that. But it's a great staging area and adjacent to the downtown area, but it's a big job.
It is. There will probably be 2,000 people, in the parking lot getting ready to go. So it's a lot logistically to get everybody lined up. But everybody does a great job. And,
Yeah, they do.
And it rolls out, and you don't have any clue what all's going on behind the scenes. But
well,
it
you do
goes
a great
well.
job of getting it all organized, and Main Street is just a great asset to Cleveland. And we appreciate all you do for the downtown area. And I know the Main Street merchants do too.
Well, thank you. And I also will say thank you to the Cleveland Police Department. They come and do such a wonderful job closing those intersections and watching all the streets. It takes a lot. There's a lot of intersections to cover on that 3-mile route, and we appreciate so much what they do. Courts Community Service comes out and cleans up afterward, and Public Works as well. So there's a lot of things that all these people come in after this at the scene and make it look wonderful and clean it up after it's all done.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we know you're a busy lady. This is a busy time for you, so we're not going to hold you any longer, but we appreciate you coming by to tell us about the events starting tonight. Don't forget, tonight is the Christmas tree lighting and the caroling in downtown Cleveland. Starts at 6 o'clock, right? Right there at the Courthouse Annex, and then you'll get to hear some beautiful Christmas music, and just it's a community activity.
Yes, definitely.
And it's free. You can't beat that.
And somebody might need to help Gary Davis and Tom.
They may
go
need
and light the tree.
They may need some help.
I think they
So,
probably will.
Yeah,
So.
I think I'll show up. If you'll show up, we'll make sure that they get it done.
Okay.
Sharon Marr, Director of Main Street Cleveland. Thanks so much,
Thank
Sharon,
you.
for coming
Thank
by.
you.
We have to take a break, come back with some headline news, and talk to Jim Welch from the Salvation Army. Going to talk about the Jingle Bell Jog. Don't go away.
And I'm Kim Christmas.
We're here to tell you that the annual Cleveland Christmas Parade brought to you by Main Street Cleveland is back. It's going to be great with all the lights, floats, and Christmas cheer.
Don't forget, WTMB will be broadcasting live the entire parade from the parade.
I was going to get there before you interrupted me. Why are you always trying to interrupt me? I'm trying to tell everybody the Cleveland Christmas Parade is going to be live the night of the parade, the best production ever of the parade, right here on WTMB. You're always trying to steal the spotlight from me. What are you doing? Kim? Ah!
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro-laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Thanks for joining us on this Friday edition of the Tennessee Valley This Morning. I'm Dan Howell, and it's Friday. Let me catch you up on the headline news. 2 people have been charged with burglary of the offices at Mount Olive Church of God. One office was entered with a key. 2 others were broken into, leading to the arrest of 50-year-old Debbie Renee Esslinger, who provided the church's janitorial service. Esslinger then implicated a friend, 24-year-old Tori Hayes. Both have been charged with burglary and theft over $500. Director of Cleveland City Schools, Dr. Martin Ringstaff, is optimistic about the possibility of moving all of the school's central offices to the old First Tennessee Bank building on Raider Drive. Ringstaff says the administrative offices only have about 13,000 square feet of space on Mouse Creek Road. The bank has 48,000. The building and the 8 acres of land is being offered as a gift to the city by businessman Forrest Preston. Cleveland's Police Chief Wes Snyder has denounced a Times Free Press report of a court case in which his own Assistant Chief Gary Hicks said he failed to immediately launch official investigations into reports in 2008 that some of his officers were having sex with teenage girls. Snyder called reporter Todd South's story, quote, grossly inadequate, inaccurate, and totally irresponsible. The newspaper says court testimony contradicts Chief Snyder's statement, and that story will continue. High school students from Walker Valley, Bradley Central, and Cleveland High get a free ACT practice session on Saturday. It's described as an intensive training for students in a fun environment. All juniors are required to take the ACT test in March, and this is kind of a preparatory class that they're giving on Saturday morning for those juniors who wish to participate in what they're calling an ACT boot camp. I'm glad that my 16-year-old granddaughter, Abby, is taking part on Saturday. She'll be there. Let's take a look at your weather forecast and see what that's looking like. Pretty good today. Sunshine, going to be great for the kickoff of the Christmas festivities downtown at 6 o'clock tonight. A high today of 61, a low overnight of 31. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high of 61 again, low 36. Sunday, turning to rain, a high of 58. And warmer overnight, though, warmer at 45 degrees. So it's going to be a good weekend.
Yes, it is.
Excuse me while I cough.
Go ahead.
A lot of talking.
Me and Jim was over here and talk.
You and Jim, you just got
Now, the
scared.
last time I was on that Jim was on, he told us a secret.
He told us, he did tell us a secret.
He did, and then what happened? Go ahead, tell us.
We got engaged on the radio. I did it live on 104 on August 16th.
And I was
on
there,
Xander's
too.
birthday.
You were
She
there.
was there. She
I was
crying.
listening on the
I was
radio.
crying.
Ginger was crying.
Yeah, you were crying. Jim Welch, of course, is with Salvation Army, Cleveland Salvation Army, and we're talking about his proposal to Zandra Whaley.
And did she say yes?
Oh, yeah.
He did it very publicly.
It was a huge production.
He set the bar pretty high for the rest of the guys who may be single and contemplating marriage. I tell you, when you do it publicly like that on the radio and it ends up on YouTube, that's pretty high bar for the rest of the guys to reach. But she said yes, thankfully.
Yeah, I wanted to do something special for Zandra.
Yeah.
She goes by the Queen Z, so.
Queen Z.
Yeah,
Queen Z. Well,
I knew she wouldn't be satisfied with just a normal proposal.
marry me?
So.
She is a special lady, no doubt about that, and very involved in some of the things that you're doing. Of course, Jim is here with the Salvation Army to talk about the Jingle Bell Jog. And Zandra, I believe, serves on the board of directors for the local Salvation Army. Is that correct?
Yes, she does.
Yeah. So.
And she, of course, she helps me a lot with the Jingle Bell Jog. She just got over doing Volley for a Cure.
I know.
She does all the flocking and all for that.
Yeah.
And then I put her right on helping me get sponsors and all for the Jingle Bell Jog. Because she knows everybody.
Yeah,
here.
she knows everybody in town, and it seems like everyone knows her. She's very involved in the community. Just a charitable lady and beautiful lady. And congratulations, by the way, on the engagement. When's the date?
We hadn't set a date
Hadn't set
yet.
a date, but she's got the ring on her finger.
That's
I'll
all
probably
matters.
know when I read it in the newspaper.
She'll let you.
Yeah, so
She'll let you know.
Just show up this day, honey.
yeah. I'll probably read it in the newspaper. We're getting married, so
You'll know.
I'll know to show up that day.
Well, you've got a big event. Salvation Army has a big event coming up on Saturday morning.
That's right. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. registration begins, and at 10 a.m. the race starts. It's a 5K run and 1 mile walk for warmth. what we do with the money for this, it's a fundraiser event, and all the money goes towards utilities to help those who are in need, elderly,
really?
Those with children, to help pay their utility bills over the harsh winter months. We already help a substantial number of people every
Sure.
month now, and over the winter, those increase.
Uh-huh.
And we can't help everyone. You know, we have to turn away a lot of people, so we're trying to raise as much money as we can to help them pay their bills over the winter.
Yeah, and of course
We help people in so many different ways, you know, not just utilities. We still have the Cleveland Bradley County Distribution Center open. I'm there Monday through Friday from 9 to 1. We still have clothing there, mattresses, furniture, Christmas ornaments, things like that. We still have tornado victims coming there, and we have people that are in need come there. Had somebody yesterday, their house had burned down.
Oh.
Had another person a few days ago that their house had burned down that came and got things for their house. There's always someone in need, and that's what we do at the Salvation Army is help those that are in need. We've got so many different things going on right now, but for the Jingle Bell Jog tomorrow, we're anticipating around 200 runners, maybe more. And it's either it's a 5K run or a 1 mile walk. It's only $20 for an individual.
I think Ginger's coming.
Yeah, she's
You
going to
and-
be
you
there.
and
She's
Michaela?
going to help.
Me and Michaela Ann will be there.
And she's donated one of the door prizes from Gobble Automotive.
Yeah.
And we've got over 30 door prizes. So
Oh,
after
my.
the race, we're going to we've got nice big trophies about that tall for different categories. And we've got great door prizes. We'll have a drawing after the race is over. We're going to have bagels from Panera and fruit from Cook's. And
Oh, man.
Coffee and water and Gatorade.
And the weather's going to be great. Sunshine.
Yep, what great weather. Everything's going to be great tomorrow.
Now, for those who may not know, tell us where Fletcher Park is.
It's right out off of Harrison Pike on Tennessee Nursery Road.
Plenty of parking. Been there. Beautiful park.
Yep.
And I think it has it's not a paved trail, is it? But it's a nature trail.
It's paved.
It is paved now?
It's paved now, yeah.
Okay.
Everything that they're going to be running tomorrow will be paved.
Everything is paved. Okay, so it's going to be...
It's going to be 2 laps around it.
Okay.
There's a slight hill there in a couple of places to offer a little challenge for the runners.
Yeah, so 2 laps around will be the 5K. For those who don't know what a 5K is, that's
3.1 miles.
3.1 miles. So if you think you got 3 miles in you, go ahead and participate.
But anybody can walk a mile, mile and a half.
sure. Yeah, we can all
And
walk a mile.
something else we do is we encourage families to come. It's going to be a real festive atmosphere, and wear jingle bells on their shoes. Yeah, and then we're going to have, it's only $20 for an individual or $25 for the whole family. The whole family can some in the family can walk, some can run. And we give a nice long sleeve white T-shirt, says Jingle Bell Jog on it. I've already got those picked up, ready to give out.
Yeah.
And for the $25 family package, you get 1 T-shirt, and you can buy more for $10.
Is it too late to enter?
Oh, no.
Or can they enter the day?
They can enter the day of. Just be there tomorrow morning. Registration starts at 9 o'clock. Love to see you there.
Well, that's going to be lots of fun, and
I think so,
I expect a report from you, Ginger.
Yes, sir, Dan Howe.
I'll
I'll take my camera.
I was planning on going. I really was. But I have a committee meeting at the state capitol in Nashville Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. So I have to be out of town. But I would rather be here. I really would. I'd rather be here.
It'll be a big day tomorrow with the Jingle Bell Jog and then the parade. We're going to have a nice float in the parade from the Salvation Army. I think Xandra and I are going
The
to be on the
Queen
float.
Z will be on the float.
So,
of course, I'm going to be missing my Georgia Bulldogs playing in the SEC Championship.
is that Saturday night too? I forgot
4
about
o'clock.
that.
TiVo
At 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
I may miss that as well. Well, I have satellite radio. Maybe I can listen on my way home on the radio. The Jingle Bell Jog. It starts at 9 o'clock. That's registration.
That's registration, yeah.
And they just go to the park.
Yep.
Just go
Can't
to Fletcher
miss it.
Park.
Just go to Fletcher Park.
Yeah, just go out Tennessee Nursery Road. You can't miss it. Beautiful park.
And you won't leave
to-
empty-handed.
No, they got all
Everybody gets a T-shirt.
Oh, everyone gets a T-shirt.
Oh yeah, everyone that registers that runs in the race or walks gets a T-shirt.
That's great. And it'll say, what does it say on a Jingle Bell Jog?
Jingle Bell Jog. Got a new logo that Jerry Shannon made for us.
Great.
And, we got that on the T-shirts.
That's fantastic. Well, that's happening.
You can go to clevelandjinglebelljog.com to check it out too.
Okay.
Can they register online?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
they can?
it's too late now to register online. They can just read about it online now and show up at the race tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you do that, and it's not too late to enter. You can do it on site there at the park, and it goes for a great cause. The money actually is just being administered by the Salvation Army. The money is actually going to victims in need.
Right.
People who need their utilities paid, people who are struggling through the winter, and the Salvation Army does a great job of assisting people like that. Any idea how many people will be the recipient of that assistance?
It just depends on everyone's power bills are different, you know.
Yeah, dozens and dozens.
We
could
raised
say,
about
easily.
$2,000 last year. I'm hoping to raise about $4,000 or more this year.
Oh, that would be
Oh,
great.
wow.
That would be great. Just at least enough to subsidize some of the high electric bills, utility bills. Hopefully, is what can take place. But there are a lot of other things going on at Salvation Army. Let's talk a little bit about some of the other things that you do, Jim.
As I mentioned before, we're still helping tornado victims. We also have a guy that's come in to do long-term relief here with the Salvation Army that they've hired. That's calling tornado victims now to see what repairs they still need on their houses, and we're doing that in the community. Also, of course, our bell ringers are out. This time of year, the Salvation Army raises more money than the rest of the year put together.
This is
this
prime,
1 month,
prime fundraising.
we raise the money that we use to help people with the rest of the year.
All year long.
And the bell
And you've
ringers
got a
are
lot
out,
of volunteers out doing
right,
that. I
in
see
all
them
different
everywhere.
locations, ringing bells, and we ask for you to donate there to the community. It all stays right here in the community in Cleveland. Also, we have the Angel Tree program. We've got 729 children that we're going to provide Christmas gifts for. But we don't actually provide the gifts, you do. Those of you in the community, when you go adopt an angel at Kmart at the Bradley Square Mall, you go buy the gifts for them, bring it back, and we just distribute the gifts to the children. And we've got 729. You can get you can adopt an angel at the Kmart at Bradley Square Mall. We're also giving them, not only we give them a box full of gifts, they have their own wish list, and people go and buy the gifts off of their wish list. We also give them a stocking for each child, and we're giving a box of food for the whole family.
Oh, wow.
So we've got a lot of kids this year. Last year we had around 500. This year it's up to 729.
That's incredible.
So I asked the community to come out and really support that and help these children.
Yeah. And the increase in the number of children is an indication of the need that's out there. The economy is really having an impact on a lot of families right now.
Yep. We also have our gift wrap center. I ran the gift wrap center last year at the mall. It's open from 10 to 9 Monday through Saturday.
Do you wrap
Bradley Square
gifts?
Mall, yeah.
Do you know how to wrap gifts?
Oh yeah,
He does
I can wrap
now.
them beautifully. Yeah, believe me, I know how to wrap a gift with the bows and all on it. It's 10 to 9 Monday through Saturday at the Bradley Mall across from Aeropostale.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
guys that don't know how to wrap gifts, don't just stick it in a bag.
There you
Come
go.
out there and pay a few bucks and get your gift wrapped, and it goes to, that also goes into our fund at the Salvation Army.
Okay. Well, I
Bradley Square Mall helps us with that.
admit I'm one of those guys that put it in a bag with some puffy paper, stick it and say, "Here's your gift."
Okay, I am too.
Oh, no kidding! You are too.
Yeah.
Well, we need to take a lesson from Jim. He can wrap a present. What about that?
I'm
It's there.
impressed.
They have an area behind the desk. It seems like it's the customer service area in the mall.
No, there's still customer service in the mall, but our place is in a shop in a storefront on the corner, right outside of J.C. Penney's, and it's over right across from Aeropostale.
Okay. So go by.
You can't miss it. It says Gift Wrap Center in the windows, and
Probably the Salvation
10
Army
to 9
logo.
Monday through Saturday. We also have Cookies with Santa coming up. I don't know the exact date, but it's coming up soon at the mall. We have a movie for kids, a Christmas movie, and Santa Claus is there, and they have cookies and milk for the kids and all.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Well, we have to take another break. Can you stay with us? And we've got a few more things to chat about, but we have to take another break, and we're going to wrap this up when we come back. You're watching the Tennessee Valley This Morning.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
I'm Byron Winters with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Contact me for all of your business insurance needs. From general liability to workers' comp, commercial auto, and business umbrellas, Landmark Insurance has you covered.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
Hi, I'm Joe Jingle.
And I'm Kim Christmas.
We're here to tell you that the annual Cleveland Christmas Parade brought to you by Main Street Cleveland is back. It's going to be great with all the lights, floats, and Christmas cheer.
Don't forget, WTMB will be broadcasting live the entire parade from the parade.
I was going to get there before you interrupted me. Why are you always trying to interrupt me? I'm trying to tell everybody the Cleveland Christmas Parade is going to be live the night of the parade, the best production ever of the parade, right here on WTMB. You're always trying to steal the spotlight from me. What are you doing?
Well, if you've just tuned in, you're watching the Tennessee Valley This Morning. This is what your day's weather is going to look like. Sunshine today. It's going to be a good weekend, it looks like. It's a high today of 61, low tonight of 31. Tomorrow, more of the same, 61 and 36. Rain possibly moving in on Sunday with a high of 58, overnight low, a little warmer of 45. So it doesn't look like you're going to need an umbrella today or tomorrow, which is good news for all the festivities taking place down around the courthouse square. Of course, I want to mention one more time, as Sharon Marr told us, the tree lighting ceremony starts tonight with the Christmas caroling. It's about an hour-and-a-half event, and it's free to the public. Lots going on there tonight on the courthouse square. And then tomorrow, of course, is the parade. And then on Saturday, also tomorrow, is the event we were talking about with Jim just a moment ago, the Salvation Army's Jingle Bell Jog. For those who just got up and tuned in and they're late risers, let's tell them one more time, Jim. The Jingle Bell Jog starts at 9 o'clock. Let's run through that one more time, then we'll talk about something else.
Good morning, Cleveland. Jingle Bell Jog registration starts at 9. The race starts at 10. It's a 5K run or a 1-mile walk. You can do either. It's only $20 per individual or $25 for a whole family.
Free T-shirts.
Free T-shirts, tons of door prizes, free coffee, bagels, fruit. We got apples, bananas.
Yeah, lots of door prizes. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be
Fletcher
fun.
Park is a great place to be. Good venue for it. So, and remember, all those funds go to help the needy right here in Bradley County. There are no, as far as I know, there's no administrative cost taken out. It goes to help
Right.
the people. Goes to
Right.
help the people. So if you like for your charitable gifts to stay in your community, this is a great way to do it. And if you don't want to run or walk, you can still donate $20.
Yeah.
You'll
That's
take it, right?
We had there's an article in the front page of Thursday's Cleveland Daily Banner about the Jingle Bell Jog. We have a website, clevelandjinglebelljog.com.
Good.
Well, there, check it out.
Yeah, check it out. There is a lot going on. Salvation Army has so much going on. Of course, the distribution center was opened in response to the tornadoes is still open and going on out at Barney Lane.
Barney's Lane, yep.
And who is that available to?
It's available to anyone in need. We opened it up for tornado victims, but our thrift store is shut down that was on 17th Street right now, and we're giving help there to those in need also. We've got clothing, furniture, mattresses, household items, things like that. All you have to do is go by our office on Inman Street next to Larry's Car Wash, get a voucher, and they'll send you over to the Barney's Lane Distribution Center. So if you know of anyone in need, or if you have a need, come to the Salvation Army office on Inman Street, and we'll help you there.
That's great.
If there's any way we can.
Yeah. And of course, the coffee shop, one of my favorite spots. Salvation Army recently opened the brand new Inman Street coffee shop. Have you been there?
I have not been
Oh,
there.
my Lord, Ginger.
Oh, goodness, Ginger, you have missed it.
Santa
They
Claus ain't gonna
have
come see you.
absolutely great product. Products that you would spend at some of the other chains $2 and $3 more for. They have the same stuff, and it's very inexpensive when you compare it to the other chain stores. How's the store doing? The
It's
coffee
doing
shop?
great. I love going in the evenings. There's all kind of college students, high school students there. Afternoon, as soon as school gets out,
Starts to fill up,
It's
then.
blowing my mind how busy it is
Yeah.
there. And it's a great atmosphere for kids to hang out in. Some of them will be studying on their laptops, or a lot of Lee students go there. It's pretty neat.
And the way Joel has set it up, the manager, is they've got, as I understand it, they've got enough Wi-Fi to handle up to 50 wireless computers.
Oh, wow.
So you could take your computer down, surf the net, get on Pinterest. Is that the new
Yeah.
website that all you ladies like to get on? But it's just a great place, and they've got it set up with overstuffed leather chairs and couches and lounge chairs and small coffee tables. I mean, it's just a great place to go.
Yeah, they even had, yesterday they had students come there from Bradley, 2 different classes come and sampled, and they showed them a presentation about social justice, because the coffee they sell there, it comes from places where they make sure that it comes from farmers who aren't being taken advantage of.
Yeah, it's called a fair trade item.
Right.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I'm not sure about all that, but Joel was just telling me about that today.
Yeah. And it is good coffee. I like the, I think it's called the Black Gold. And I always get mine in the French press.
Ew.
You
La
went and
la.
bought one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. In fact, now I have 2. I got one at the office and one at home.
And then you could just walk down the street and have one of those.
I could have just walked down to
Do you have something else besides coffee? I mean,
They've got pastries, they've got smoothies, freezes, all that. Any kind of
Lattes.
coffee drink,
Yeah.
you name it. As far as a drink goes, they've got it.
all the latest
Iced
equipment.
tea, anything.
Yeah.
They've got all kind of teas.
Yeah.
They've got it all there.
Now
It's a full service coffee house.
It certainly is. And there's a reason behind this madness for the coffee shop. This is also an outreach ministry
Right.
for the Salvation Army. Talk
Right. It's
about that.
also a way to reach people in the community spiritually through there. Also, the money raised there goes back into the community here
Back
to help.
into- that's right. Yeah,
To
goes-
help people that are in need.
Yeah.
And that's what the Salvation Army was started as. That's what we do, is help people.
Yeah. So if you're going to drink a cup of coffee and you're wondering where to get a good cup, go to the Inman Street Coffee Shop on Inman Street.
Yeah.
That's why the name's In Ministry Coffee Shop.
You are so on top of this.
And not only will you enjoy a good cup of coffee or a latte or a smoothie, but the profits stay here in this community, and that is a great thing. Of course, all of the things that the Salvation Army has going, Jim, require some assistance. You need volunteers, don't you?
Yes, we do. We always need volunteers. We have so much going on. We have a very limited staff. We depend on volunteers from the community to help do all the things we do. I've got volunteers helping at the Jingle Bell Jog. We need a lot of volunteers. Anybody that can wrap gifts at the Bradley Square Mall, at the Gift Wrap Center.
Except for me and Dan.
No, we put it in a bag with some paper on top.
I mean, 10 to 9 is it's open 11 hours a day, 6 days a week, and I know very well because I sat there for 6 weeks last Christmas.
Did you really?
I was there
Wow.
6 days a week, so I know what it's like.
Wow. So you learned how to wrap a good gift in that 6 weeks, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Did Zandra teach you how to do that?
I was fixing to ask that. Who taught
Actually, when I first graduated from high school, I worked at a clothing store.
Yeah.
And we had to wrap gifts there, and I learned how to wrap gifts there.
Oh, so you've known how
So
to
I've
do
always
this a
known.
long time.
It went dormant for years.
But it's like riding a bicycle.
It just come back to you.
It came right back to you. So again, that's another venture by the Salvation Army that raises funds that stay here in this community to help.
Yeah, we also have, our building on Inman Street. It's used just every night. There's something going on there. Like NA meets there several times a week. We have other women's ministries meet there. There's a guy that does a ministry to guys that are on parole, just getting out of prison. He has meetings there. Just every night of the week, there's something going on. Every Sunday at 5 o'clock, we serve a free meal at the Salvation Army also.
I didn't know that.
And then we have a little service afterwards. So anyone that you know that needs a hot meal on Sundays at 5 o'clock, we serve a nice hot meal.
And if you're wondering where that office is, it's right across the parking lot from Larry's Car Wash.
Right next door to Larry's, across from the cleaners, across the street from the cleaners. You can't miss it on Inman Street.
You really can't.
We've got a big sign on the
And
building.
there are all kinds of programs, and I think you deal with, don't you do some counseling with the drug?
Right. I'm an addiction counselor, and I work in social services. We just have a lot of different things going on there.
Oh, it does sound like it.
If anybody you know that has a need, just send them, have them call us, and if we can't help them, we probably know somebody who can. Because they're also, there's about 10 to 15, maybe even 20 different places someone in need can get food here in Cleveland.
Yeah.
There's no need for anybody to go hungry here.
That's exactly right. There are a lot of places looking after the needs, and this is especially a critical time of the year, and for many, it's a lonely time, isn't it? Very lonely time, and you guys also help fill a void in that regard as well. We've got about 2 minutes left. One more time, let's revisit the Jingle Bell Jog, Jim.
Jingle Bell Jog. Tomorrow morning, registration starts at 9. The race starts at 10 at Fletcher Park, right off of Harrison Pike. We'd love to have you there.
Going to get a free T-shirt. There's going to be some free goodies like bananas and all kinds of things, and
tons of door prizes, trophies.
Yeah, and all the money stays here in Bradley County to help those in need, ministered to by the Salvation Army. And you're going to be there.
I will be there with Michaela Ann.
Wow. Yeah. Well, did she drag you out, or are you going to drag her out?
A little bit of both.
Okay. Well, I wish I could be there, but as I said, I have to be out of town for some committee meetings up in Nashville. But if it weren't for that, I would be there to show my support. I hope it's
You'll
a great...
be there in thought, won't you?
Yeah, in spirit.
You'll be thinking about us,
in
won't you?
Spirit, I'll
It
be
was
there.
great last year, and I'm sure it's going to be even better this year. We're expecting around 200 people there.
Oh, that's going to be great.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
We might have to move to a different venue next year.
Yeah, maybe
Let's
so.
hope so.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we wish you great success and appreciate you coming by to share it with us.
Thank you for having me, Dan.
Jim Welch with the Salvation Army. And tomorrow night also is a parade. I want to mention that WTNB, the station you're watching right now, will be broadcasting the parade live. So you see it as it happens right here. Probably, I would guess, probably Joe Palo and his wife Kim probably being the host and co-host. I'm not sure, but either way, it's going to be live. So if you can't get out tomorrow, you just want to watch it, turn on your cable, cable channel 5, the same station you're watching right now, and you can see the parade live. It's going to be 3 miles long. Can you believe that?
I think
Wow,
it'll be great.
that's going to be a great parade. Well, we're out of time. We appreciate you joining us this morning on Tennessee Valley this morning. Hope you have a great weekend. Get out and enjoy some of these Christmas festivities that are taking place, kicking off tonight at 6 o'clock with tree lighting on the Courthouse Annex. And then we'll see you back here Monday morning. Have a great weekend.